Well, hello there, dear traveler. What brings you to my neck of the woods? You're a bit lost, are you? Don't worry, dear. You're perfectly safe with me. Huh? Oh, why yes, I am a werewolf. Why do you look so frightened? What? What are they teaching you in school? I don't eat creatures like you. Don't worry. I'm not saying that just to get you to trust me or anything. Trust me, I'm not interested in eating you. I have my own diet, thank you very much. No offense, but you don't serve any nutritional value. At least not to me, anyway. Say, you look pretty cold and tired. Would you like to sit with me by this campfire I made? Please? I'm really good company. Well, at least I like to think so. Or would you rather stay out here being lost in the woods in the dark, all cold, don't know what other creatures could possibly eat you, with not a cute werewolf girl to protect you? I thought so. Come. Have a seat. Are you comfortable? Good. It's been a while since I've had any sort of company. I'm actually traveling myself. And, well, it gets kind of lonely sometimes. So I'm actually happy that I came across you. Say, traveler, do you like scary stories? Oh, I do. It brings back old memories with my pack. We used to always just hang around the campfire and tell spooky stories together. It was so much fun. Oh, please, will you let me tell a spooky story? I'll try not to make it too scary for you. But this one is a Japanese tale that I read a long time ago. I've been wanting to retell it to someone for ages now. Will you please listen? You will? This makes me so happy. I'm Lyra, by the way. What's your name? Aw, that's a really nice name. I like you, traveler. So, this little Japanese tale is called The Fox Witch. So grab a marshmallow and get all nice and warm by the fire because this is gonna be spooky. Alright, let's get started then. Once upon a time, in a quiet neighborhood of Old Edo, was a prosperous merchant family who had made fortunes selling luscious silks. They lived in a pretty wooden house with a welcoming front where all kinds of clients came picking their next kimono. The back and upstairs rooms were comfortable and all lined with tasteful sliding doors and fresh tatami mats. Only one thing worried them. Despite their fortune, their only son, Takahiro, was still single. He was a picky young man, always finding flaws in every girl his parents ever proposed. This one is too thin, this one is stupid, this one a bore. Oh, mother, the perfect woman exists. I just know it. I just have to be patient. The merchant and his wife loved their son very much, and did not have the heart to chastise him. Soon the word spread that the young master, who had only known wealth, was just a dull and ungrateful boy. One day, though, as Takahito was tending the shop, the bell rang, and a vision straight from heaven took his breath away. Amidst rolls of shiny silks and brocades stood the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. Smooth black hair enhanced a pearly white skin and mysterious eyes. With a voice as soft as velvet, the young lady whispered, "My name is Kotama, and you must be the master's son, right? Will you help me choose my next kimono?" And when the apparition smiled, Takahito knew he was lost. In the next weeks, Kotama often visited the shop again, and every time an entranced Takahito was seen along her, tending to her every whims and needs. She is the most incredible being I've met, graceful and oh so wise. She is the one I was dreaming of. Father, let me marry her. His parents were far less eager to have a mere stranger join their family. Takahito, she is an amazing person for sure, well-bred and rich. But we know nothing about her. Don't you think things are going a little too fast? Takahito sulked and asked again and again, always more and more forceful. You both know I will never be happy without her. Finally, his parents only wished his best, agreed. The wedding happened in a blur, a lavish celebration which had the whole neighborhood gossiping for days. Yet strangely, Takahito and his parents kept little memory of the ceremony, or even the bride's family and guests. Kotama moved in to live with her new husband. She was the sweetest daughter-in-law, taking great care of her new father and mother, working every day at the family shop. Lured by her smiles and lovely words, customers had never been so many, and business was thriving. Yet, despite the couple's obvious happiness, Takahito's parents were growing more and more nervous in the young lady's presence. Light on her feet, she had a tendency to startle them. More often than once, they had been surprised to find her in a room they thought empty, seated as if she had been there all along. One late autumn day, Takahito did not join the family for breakfast, nor did he came the day after. Worried, his mother called the doctor in. Nothing but a bad cold, I fear. The learned man kept eyeing Kotama, standing beside her bedridden husband like a compassionate patatsu. Just let him rest. I am sure that, with such diligent helpers as his mother and his wife, he'll be up in no time. But every morning, Takahito appeared always a bit more tired and hollowed. Soon, his caved cheeks and grayish face clashed with Kotama's lively complexion and insolent health. I tell you, something is wrong with that girl. Takahito's mother could not bear to look at her anymore. Her husband sighed. She always worries about her son's well-being all day. I know she's sometimes strange, but ain't you just simply jealous of her? The atmosphere in the merchant's house grew heavier as winter settled in. Takahito was now so weak he barely moved from his bed, and Kotama spent all her days faithfully at his side. Takahito's mother was restless. That girl. That filthy thing has done something to my son. And one evening, while Katama was bathing Takahito, she decided to hide in the wide cupboard of their room. Holding her breath, she peeked through the sliding doors. At first, nothing unusual happened. Gautama gently settled her weak husband on his futon, tucking the comforter neatly to keep him warm. Then she bent to kiss him. Takahito's mother stifled a cry. A bluish smoke was rising from the man's mouth. As Gautama breathed in, her cheeks grew pink and her lips bright red. "Don't touch my son, you monster!" Takahito's mother had opened the cupboard, throwing herself at Takahito's side in a flash. Gautama simply stood up, unmoved. She tilted her head, giving the older woman a wistful look. "Too bad. Your son was an idiot for sure. But you and your husband, I kinda liked you." And when Gautama smiled this time, gone was the pretty girl. Eyes cold, fangs and claws glimmering in the candlelight. She pounced on her poor prey. The morning after, worried to see the shop still and silent, neighbors entered the house. They paled. Blood was splattered everywhere. Servants and masters alike butchered. Gone were their jewels and the most precious silk rolls, and on the slippery wooden floors, eerily well imprinted, all could see bloody fox tracks. And that is the end of the story. The end of the kitsune. What did you think, traveler? I hope that wasn't too scary for you. Well, I guess it's time to turn in for the night. But if you ever want to come back again and enjoy a campfire scary story with me, feel free to come back anytime, as I have a lot more spooky stories to tell. I hope you stay safe, dear traveler. And please do visit me again soon. Awoo!